to be a 10 easiest houseplants to take care of / houseplants tour. As you can see, I have a lot of houseplants. Did I move all these plants just for a thumbnail for this video? Yes, I did. And now I have to put them all back. So once a plant at a time. I too was a plant murderer, which would come as a surprise to most of my friends, as they always ask me questions about how to take care of plants because they see in my apartment I have many plants. My apartment is slowly turning into a jungle, and that's fine. Because I too was not the best with houseplants, and now I have many plants that I keep alive throughout months and years, and some are newer, some are older. I thought I'd make this video to share to help you guys with what are the easiest houseplants to take care of. So in no particular order, let's get started. The first, and in my opinion, one of the easiest, is the spider plant. You could find them in pots or throw them in hanging baskets. They should be grown in indirect light, but as you see here, I've had this guy on this table because, well, aesthetic. I wanted my Zelda-looking pot on this table, and then this plant had to be in this pot because it reminds me of the tall grass in those games. So while indirect light is preferable for this guy, this one is still doing fine. In fact, so fine that she had little plant babies. I actually potted one of the little plant babies right here, and they make great gifts for friends. All right, speaking of great plants to gift to friends, let me share with you this guy here. This one is known as the 𝙨𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙖𝙡 and is also known as the Chinese money plant, since the leaves look like large green coins and are said to bring good luck. They also have another nickname called the 𝙨𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙀 plant. I kid you not, Google it. Part of this is because they shoot up these little sprouts from the roots that you could easily repot and then give to friends. Right, number 8, right here next to my 𝙨𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙀 is my cactus. Similar to grandparents, you can neglect them for weeks and they will still love you. So this is your reminder right now to call your grams and grams and tell them how much you love them. And please don't overwater them though, the cactus, not your grandpa. All right, and over here on my side table is my fiddle leaf fig plant, named after their plants resembling a fiddle. These guys are super popular houseplants since they could grow to be quite large and look good in just about any home. They do require to be watered 1 to 2 times a week at least. This guy right here, I used to move around a lot and would leave some of my plants at my mom's house when I moved. She completely forgot about this guy and just didn't water him for over a month. He was alive, but he went from 6 leaves down to 1. But I took him back, gave him love and water, and now he's thriving. So I'm really happy this one didn't die. Also, another thing about this plant, kind of strange, but they like to be shaken. That's what the woman at the plant nursery told me when I bought them. This is to resemble wind, and it makes their stems stronger so that they could hold larger leaves. Now, moving over to the desk in my bedroom, I have my snake plant. And the reason I specifically keep this guy in my bedroom is because they release high levels of oxygen at night that are supposed to help you sleep better. This plant also works as a natural air purifier and is on NASA's list of air filtering houseplants. Backstory is back in the 80s, NASA studied which plants would be the most valuable if they brought them into space that would allow for the most cleanest breathable air. This one removes a few different chemical toxins from the air and could just help make sure you have higher air quality in your bedroom or apartment. Another plant that made NASA's list is this guy over here, the golden pothos. And they're a part of the philodendron family. They can grow in just about any sort of lighting condition, and out of any plant I've ever had, I would say this guy is the easiest to grow because it refuses to die. I've seen these in almost every office building I've ever worked at because they even do fine in fluorescent lighting. I have 2 more over here on my bar cart in my living room. Well, technically these guys are called Brazil philodendrons since they have a stripe down the middle, but I left this one right here on the left in my office for over 3 months without water at the start from work from home, came back, and he was still looking, like, by no means great. I would say he was looking aggressively okay. But the thing was, he was not dead after not being watered for so long. And the moment I watered him again, he went back to thriving. Like, look at him right here. He's doing good. All right, number 4. This guy also made NASA's air purifier houseplant list and is known as the crispy wave plant. I'm assuming whoever named this plant was just very unoriginal or tired of naming plants. These guys are a type of fern, and they usually thrive in more humid environments, but I had him here throughout all of Chicago's harsh, dry winters, and he's still doing fine. So I would recommend, and this would be another easy houseplant. These guys are also really great if you have any pets who like to munch on plant leaves, as these plant leaves are non-toxic to animals. Also, side note, if you do buy any houseplants and you do have animals, always just check online to see if they're toxic or not toxic to pets. So that's something to definitely watch out for. All right, number 3, aloe. Hello. This guy I bought more recently from Walgreens of all places. They now sell plant kits apparently, but I planted him from little baby seeds. Here's a clip of some larger aloe from a plant store I was at earlier though. They are a handy plant to have around because if you burn yourselves, you could just take a cut of the leaves and put it on your burn to help soothe and heal it. Also, obviously great for sunburned skin as well. Now this guy right here is my white bird of paradise plant. These are great if you're looking for larger houseplants to fill your place. 10 out of 10 aesthetic wise. Although these guys love lots of bright sunlight, and I will say these guys are thirsty AF. It is a tropical plant and they like to be watered very, very often. So maybe not the easiest to take care of, but definitely looks good if you have a large space. And number 1, my pride and joy, is my monstera plant, also known as the Swiss cheese plant due to the leaves looking like they have holes. The reason for this is that they usually grow on the jungle floor and the holes are supposed to let light in so that the light hits the lower level leaves on it. And while my apartment is not a jungle yet, I really just like how it looks. It makes me feel like I'm on a tropical vacation whenever I look at it, and it just makes me happy. These guys can also grow pretty big and require a good amount of water though, but are well worth it if you're looking for that statement piece plant to really liven up your place. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 houseplant tour. If you were entertained for more than 5 seconds, maybe leave a like. And thanks for watching.